Let's check out Indiana's starting line. And there's Ian Mahinmi, and it's Hill in at the point. And one feels bad for the way 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right. Comfort him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time, and he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing down. That was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Beyond the arc. That's good. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Russell dishes to Hibbert. That doesn't go either for Hibbert.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And that one's good, Ellis.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
That one goes. Count.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Hill drives in.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Both free throws good from Hill. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. Tries it from 19. Here we up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who'd they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Now here's Hibbert. Outside Bryant. From outside the arc. The Lakers rebound. From deep. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Hill with it. He's picked up by Russell. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 6 points here for George.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Clarkson passes to Bryant. Kicks it to Russell from deep three-point range. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Outside, George. Mahinmi dishes to Ellis. Randall rebound tonight.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
That's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession. Checked in for Julius Randle. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Clarkson. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in. And for the Lakers without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
The pass to Hill. It's Ellis on the wing. Again, the miss by Ellis.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And it's Hibbert missing.
He's been wayward and just off on a about everything he's put up in this period.
And that one's good, Ellis.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Lakers trail. Russell. They grab their own miss. Hibbert gets the bucket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Some changes for Indiana. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. And Ty Lawson subbed in for George Hill. Here's the screen. Hill against Bryant. Lawson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Williams. Lakers shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
It's stolen by Lawson. Here's Stuckey. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And Bryant kicks to Williams. A 3-ball, and he gets the bucket. Williams has got 6 points.
Always fun to watch Kobe setting other people up.
Lawson outside. Puts up a 3. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nuggets.
We do have a team type of game. You know, everybody is.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Brandon Bass is out there with Randall. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Huertas in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Pacers also changing it up. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. Paul George comes in for C.J. Miles. And George Hill's subbed in for Ty Lawson. Indiana trailing here.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Ellis is checked in. Turner. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Turner's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pacers. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, G8, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
On the wing, Williams. Russell against Hill. The Lakers rebound. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Hibbert. Hibbert's got 5 now.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just 1 shot remaining.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Left side, George. Rebounded by the Lakers.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The first one falls.
And, guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games. Before his season got going, but you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Kobe's checked in for Lou Williams. Russell. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Ellis outside. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Nancy's checked in for Los Angeles.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And so here is Indiana. Allen drives in. Ellis against Bryant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start. Now here's Ellis. He's guarded closely. It's George on the wing. Nice shot from the wing. George has got 10 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Russell passes to Hibbert. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. George. Nice D from Russell.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
He feeds it to Hibbert. Shot from 16. Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And a wide open look here for Ellis. And he gets it to go. And it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Russell, no good.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
to halt the run, and that one comes up a bit short.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
George, no good.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Well, Special K, so many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
He passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title. I'm sure John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that
the
one.
Old Buckeye, you're right.
That's right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
Here's Huertas. It's rebounded by Indiana. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Lawson with the ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Russell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Huertas. It's good from long range. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we...
Monte, you guys.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
35. Your safety is our #1 concern.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get up.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Paul George, Lavoy Allen out there with Mahinmi, Bennett Ellis, and it's Hill in at the 1. Here's Clarkson. Another shot, and it's sent back by Hill.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
The 11-footer, and Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Hill. 7 points. For Ellis.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Kobe against George. That doesn't go either for George. Lakers trail by 5. And Kobe, here we go. Feeds it to Randall. The 3. And he gets it to go. Randall's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4. He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Outside, George. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Allen. 5 on the clock. Ellis with it. Now defended by Randall. Ellis can't get it to go.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
And for a long time now, Indiana has protected the rim. It's one of the core elements of their defense and why they are so strong on D every year. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And last year for Indiana, top 3 at protecting the rim. Opponent shot under 50% right at the hoop corner.
That number might not sound like a lot, but being under 50% on essentially layups, that's a big deal. Protecting the rim is a huge part of winning basketball.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams has checked in. Indiana leading. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Lawson in for George Hill. Miles, that's good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Randall no good. Indiana leading by 4. The feed now to Stuckey. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 7. There's the 3. And he gets it to go. He's got 6. 1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. Lawson dishes to George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
Indiana again missing. Lakers trail by 5. And Bass kicks to Williams. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Got a hand on it. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Lawson drives in. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. Drains it from beyond the arc. Stuckey's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Russell, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Last year with the Pacers, Clarkey helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
3-pointer, Lawson. It's rebounded by Bass. Lakers trail by 8 and pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Lawson against Russell. Lawson kicks to Miles. From the high post. There's the bucket. Good.
C.J. Miles.
Miles has got his second basket. Got it off in time. No good on that last second attempt there. And the final period of play just about to start. Pacers leading by 8. Kobe is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Russell. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Ellis. It's deflected. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Screen by Ellis. Hill passes to Ellis. Rebound the Lakers. Hibbert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Randall's checked in for Brandon Bass. In Indiana with a change here, too. Paul George is checked in for Turner. It's stolen by Hill. Outside Hill. The drive by Ellis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Monte Ellis.
Timeout call for the Lakers.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career, points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. It never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work, and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
And the Pacers call time here. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Lavoy Allen's checked in for Hill. And George, here we go. And Hibbert with the block. And Bryant kicks to Randall. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got 5 assists tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
They set the pick. Elbow shot. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter. at least at the offensive end.
Here's Hibbert. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Hill dishes to Mahinmi. Pick up by Hill. Mahinmi passes to Ellis. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Ellis has got 14 points here in the second half.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
And it's George finishing it off.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Russell kicks to Kobe. And the rejection by Mahinmi.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Fires from 14. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Randall. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. Hill kicks to Allen. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Take a look at what Kobe's done. He has 9 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Pacers leading by 7.
Los Angeles foul call.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Time running out for the Lakers. Right side, Russell. Paul George with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pacers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for George. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Bryant, and there's another one for the Lakers.
All right, let's go.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it's Indiana's ball. Nobody near George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
On the wing, Ellis. Wide open look. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Here's Hill. So it's Indiana picking up the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Paul George. And Paul, a strong defensive effort for your team, and it seems like this is a major part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we hang our hats on is, locking down when it counts. And we stayed together and pulled this one out.
Championships rely heavily on defense, Paul. It's a great place to start. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
Well, Paul George showing us again tonight why he is one of the premier wing players in the NBA. We know that defensively he's always going to do the job, but he's just as valuable on the other end, scoring off the catch or the dribble.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.